What I'm about to show you is so simple, so effective, and so counterintuitive that I'm probably going to have to repeat about 20 times in this video. So a lot of people keep asking me what to reply to the DMs. When you get a lot of simps messaging you / the model on Insta, on X, on TikTok, on any platform that is not OF, any platform where they're not giving you money, people keep asking me what to reply to them to get them to the OF where you can eventually get money from them. And the answer is actually counterintuitive, and it is so simple, but it is so effective, and I'm about to show you how and why it's so effective. So you say nothing. Now, models' accounts are probably looking like this. They're just spammed with DMs from all these simpy dudes. I'm horny. They even try fucking calling you different languages. There we go. I'm horny. Just a whole bunch of shit. This is not account, by the way. That's why it's 2 years old. It's just a dud account we used. But anyway, and so there's a lot of you out there that are actually like clicking on them and responding to them and going back and forth before you finally tell them to go to the OF. Now, how much time are you spending on each one? And then on average, how many of those people actually go through? Well, I'll tell you, not enough to actually care, not enough to actually spend the time doing it. What you should be doing and what works best, especially for these like simpy dudes, you just leave breadcrumbs. Now, what do you mean by breadcrumbs? Breadcrumbs are what this girl is doing. She does it flawlessly. All she does is pretty much pay for people to shout her out on X and on these other platforms. And they don't tag her or nothing. They just get them to post a photo of her just with anything. No hashtags, no tags, whatever. And all she does is reply and say thanks. That's it. Simple. There is no CTA. There's no call to action. There's no link. All she does is reply, because that's all you need to do. The simps see that. Now, what I'm saying is you just leave breadcrumbs and they all follow. So what Sophie Rain does, which is a great example, is she never tells anyone what to do. She just points and leaves the breadcrumbs. All right. Now, the breadcrumbs is, as I said, she'll just get all this engagement on these platforms like X and reply, but there's never any links, because you know these guys are going to click on your profile, they're stalking you, and they're just going to follow the breadcrumbs. Now, the breadcrumbs oftentimes is a community. Now, this works great on Reddit using a subreddit. On X, you can do it via community. If it's on platforms like Insta, you'll use something like a link tree or whatever, and you'll put it in the bio. But I'll tell you what you won't do. You won't tell people to click on the link in bio. You just put it there. Now, you can be really subtle and just point at it. But even on Insta, that's usually a bit too much. You just put it there. Make the bio look like any other bio. Photography, I love to do this, I love drawing, but just make it look like a real model's account. Except there's a link tree there. You don't need to tell these guys what to do. You leave the breadcrumbs. So on Insta, you ignore all of them, because what do they want at the end of the day? They want the model's attention. Now, if you respond to them, they're getting your attention, and they're going to give you all kinds of excuses why they can't go, why they can't do this, because most of them are broke anyway. And by just ignoring them, you're ignoring all the brokies, and the ones who really want your attention, they're going to click on that link in the bio, they're going to join the OF, and then they're rewarded with your attention, which you still drip feed them, but that's a whole nother story. Point is, don't respond to the DMs. Leave crumbs, leave a trail like this, like a community, and then inside the community, you will have a link. But wherever you place the link, remember, never tell people to click on the link. You just leave it there. Even just a simple point at it will do. On X, it will do. Insta, it's a little different. But my point is, you're just leaving breadcrumbs. So to answer the question that everyone keeps asking me, no, you don't reply to any of these DMs. You just ignore them all, and you put the link in the bio, which is the breadcrumbs. And all they want at the end of the day is the model's attention. So when you ignore them, they'll just follow the breadcrumbs, and then they'll eventually get to your OF, then they'll join it, and then they'll pay, and then they're rewarded with the model's attention, and then you start extracting a shitload of cash out of them. But that's a whole nother story in another video. I was going to do a whiteboard showing you how it all fucking works, because it's just so simple that it's counterintuitive. And also, when I was prepping for the video, I was looking up that chick Little Tay, because last time I looked her up, I saw that she had something similar. They're all doing it. You're just funneling them. So you're creating a community. All you're doing is getting engagement. You're never leaving any links and posts, never any hashtags or any of that bullshit. You're just getting engagement, and then you're funneling them through things like a community. As I said, Instagram works different. We're funneling them through things like community, and then in there will be the link. So the community catches them in a net, and they'll keep seeing the same post. They'll keep getting horny, looking at all the content, and eventually they're going to click on the link and go to the OF. You catch them in this net. Now, when I looked up this little Tay chick, I heard she'd set some record for OF and whatever, and I clicked on her thing, and she was doing the same thing, using a community, not telling everyone to click on anything. She just left the breadcrumbs, as I was saying. Now, I can't find her account. I'm not sure if it's gone, but while I was looking at this, I realized, just a heads up, by the way, in case any of you simpy dudes are watching this video, this little Tay chick, her OF went live, apparently, the second she turned 18, right? So what does that mean? Does that mean that the second she turned 18, she made an OF and then made a bunch of content in like 2 minutes and then put that on OF? Or does that mean that she made content when she was underage and then she turned 18, then uploaded that content when she was under 18 to the OF? So just a little heads up for any of you simpy dudes, in case you're watching the video. Yeah, I guess you're looking at fucking like child porn, so get off that, all right? But anyway, yeah, to answer your question, don't reply. That's it, all right? Now, as usual, if you like the video, go smash like button, smash subscribe button. And if you want full chatting scripts and funneling methods to get these simps to the OF, because it's all about the conversion rate as well. If the OF is the profile's a bit off and it's not optimized, then this could all be for nothing. You'll leave the breadcrumbs, but then they go to the OF and it's not optimized, so then they'll bounce anyway. If you want to learn how to do all that, then click the link below for my school, and you'll see exactly how to do all of that in there in more detail. I'll see you on the next video.